Тогда что вылетает ошибка? Так нам нужен самурай этот. А, так там телепортация есть. И...
I presented them with a choice. Either they left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing
Strange. I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put... But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was... This sword was once with... I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed before he passed away, and said to me...
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems... Can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two words seem taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. But what use of virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so... And the irony of all of it is, I'm incapable of being a good...
Yet another trouble. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission... In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Seems like... Fortunately for us, you don't have a vid. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Такс. Такс. Он, да.
The third person who had their vision taken? Hyman heard that he's the present day... This is his dojo. Luckily, there's the...
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end.
Maybe, but... Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism is...
Hey there!
Who are you?
Такс.
Don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Don't make me draw my blade.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Make-Yoshi, but then we got here and overheard you talk.
From the... Please, accept my apologies. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to... I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? Sensei's name is Domon. A name I'm sure you... Though self-taught, he mastered... He once said that his goal was to... And so, even... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same. He says the strangest things over and over. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil... But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're...
So, losing your vision can cause possession?
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive just now, when Nanako was attending to him. She heard him whispering when she asked him who the people were. He said it looked like he was in great distress. He was covering all the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. Others, one of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. All we can... Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes...
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it. Come. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
О, свин.
Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How? Are you sure you're Domo? Unless...
Excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking around?
Bad news? I'll have you know I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior? Wait.
Anzai? Yes, that's because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associate. When we were young, we trained under the same sword. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and practitioners of Make Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei, scolded him, and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master barely did. I thought so too at the time, but Domon only then did I realize that it was Domon. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world.
Sure sounds like he meant
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would, of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, I decided to quietly... So you see, I came here not... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong this... Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back.
Так, ага.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible?
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of... But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim, and all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long...
Lady Yai? Is that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant... I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine.
Who'd
Так.
have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken...
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve...
No, That's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. Anyway, you should join it, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet her.
Sure. After all, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to.
Такс. Угу. Нам туда. Угу. Вопрос на засыпку, как туда добраться нам? Не, возможно, мы там, конечно, уже были как-то, но это, конечно, маловероятно, да. Потому что если бы были, то уже бы мы тут, значит, як же нам на эту гору подняться? Стоп. Точка телепортации. Так, а вот тут дорога есть туда как раз таки. Отлично. Ой, я вижу, там еще Цухео. Или какие там. Мы ж можем... Ну, вот так я нажимаю. Вот так вот. О, электрокул. И что далее? Такс. Ага. Такс. Стоп. А что далее? Так, one second. Пожалуй, на этом я пока закончу. Да, неожиданно, но придется закончить. Так что, простите, простите. Всем пока-пока.